Hi, this is Mike, and we're looking at the XRP chart. So, according to all my recent analysis, that reveals more than likely what's happening in all the markets, especially the major ones: US dollar, euro, Aussie dollar, Dow Jones, gold, Bitcoin, all that, XLM. This is the interpretation that I've come up with for XRP, and yeah, it's definitely weird in a way, but not really. Um, it's pretty standard. You got basically the same thing happened with XLM. I reckon it's almost identical to a degree, um, except for what's going on since April 2021. I think that we saw a 1-2-1-2 here. I don't think it's the same pattern as XLM in this particular wave, and mind you, the previous waves weren't exactly the same either. But overall, is what I'm saying. It's very similar. So I reckon all cryptos are in this E wave. I reckon all cryptos are going to suffer more losses during this time. There's probably going to be a move up here too. Like I expect a move up in Bitcoin, XLM, but a very small move. Nothing that's going to be anything major. So in order to try to help you navigate that, I've prepared something at the small degree that I'll show you now. But yeah, I do expect lower prices. That's my view on this. So not long ago, someone tried to trash one of my videos on XRP, saying, "Oh, are you sure? Because XRP just tanked 15%." All I said was, "That's the end of Wave C," and in my opinion, it still is the end of Wave C. But it's just kind of funny how people get all funny about my videos when I say that. Technically, Wave C dropped 28%, but who's getting technical, right? Well, I suppose I am kind of technical in the analysis, but it's not the point. Um, anyway, so in saying all this, I suppose the big deal here is what's going on right now. So at the small degree, I believe that wave one of wave three ended back in June 2022, and all we saw was corrective sideways price action. And look, I believe that it's just a wave A in progress. Now, XRP waves is definitely weird compared to other cryptos, but you can't blame it with all the scrutiny and SEC court case and Gary Gensler, the very uncorrupt official he is. Yeah, right. Um, to me, this is a wave A in progress. So that just means that if we're going to get a wave A as such, we need to see 3 waves up. So we've seen A, which is a weak 5-wave move. We've had A, B, C. Okay, so now I'm going to change my analysis on the fly here because I did it really quick. I'm sorry. I know. A, B, C. That looks a bit better. Hey. D, I think, is happening right now. I think we've seen D, or we are seeing E, the beginning of E type thing. And you'll notice cryptos have moved up, and then we've seen like a sharp move down recently. Yeah, it's because, like I said, it's corrective. It's not the start of a new trend. New trends don't start like this. Well, not with this setup anyway. So I would suggest that this would go lower, something like that, maybe. But D, yeah, that could be a D. I mean, I don't think it's not a D. Um, it looks like a 5-wave move. I mean, that sharp move at the lows there, you know, tried to subdivide into 5 waves after, the volatility event. Um, you've got A, B, C, D, E right there. 1, 2, yeah, look, that could be wrong. Hang on. A, B, C, D, E. All right, might have ended down here. My apologies. So something like that. Obviously, the first part of a zigzag is the sharpest. C can get weaker, and E on the way. So if you're going to margin trade this, I suppose you've got a line in the sand here. You've got the highs there. So when you get 5 waves down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or whatever's coming, you need to wait for that to complete first. If if you want some confirmation, I'd suggest waiting for the highs and then use the last low as the stop. In terms of where it's going, I wouldn't be surprised if this thing moved back probably 60, yeah, like 0.618 or even 50%. I'd say 0.618, but anyway. So let's take a measurement here. 50% seems right, but it could go to 0.618. Given that wave A was weak, we could see, like if you take the length of wave A, I mean, it doesn't go very far really, but look, we just don't know. It could extend to 50%. I don't expect cryptos to move much during this time. I expect that they're going to correct somewhat in whatever wave 2 patterns they do correct in, and then it's just lower prices after that. But in terms of getting like a zigzag trade happening, if you want to, then typically it's the length of wave A. I'd look at 50% in this case, given that we are going to see probably a bit of strength. 0.618 possibly, but I'm sticking with 50% here. Apart from that, really, there's not much else to say for XRP. I just thought I'd talk about this wave down here because it's a weird looking thing. All right, it's a weird looking structure. And like obviously if we break this low in this coming move, right? If we break this support level down here, the red line, then obviously it's not going to go up, right? Obviously it's something else, and I've just missed something. But I don't think it's a full correction here, simply because if you're looking at this structure here, this is not a full correction. Not that I can tell anyway, it's a pretty small degree. Except if this was a wave E though, it wouldn't be like this. It wouldn't look like this basically. Okay, because if it was a wave E, it would have to look like a 5-wave move from the low up here, because that would mean this is a D wave, like A, B, C, D, E. That does not look like a C either. So yeah, I think this is wave A. You want to trade this up, wait until you get an E confirmation, or even if you want to, if you're, I suppose if you bought the underlying asset, then from here is fine. But it doesn't matter what you're trading, whether it's margin or you actually own it. The lower you buy it, the better, right? So if you want to buy it lower, then you wait for the E wave, 5-wave moves. Like I mentioned earlier, 5 waves down, right? Is this the 5-wave move completed already? Well, the only way to find out is if it goes down below this line. If it goes down below that, then it's continuing in 5 waves. 1, 2, 3, the longest, 5, 4, 5. That's basically it. Okay, so hopefully you found this one informative. Thanks for